East Asian arts and crafts, China, Japan, and Korea. Lesson 1: Painting in China, Japan, and Korea. In East Asia, the objects or items that are usually put into paintings are called subjects, themes, or motifs. May be about animals, people, landscapes, and anything about environment. Did you know that painting started from prehistoric men? Cave paintings are a type of parietal art found on the wall or ceilings of caves. Most cave art consists of painting made with either red or black pigment. The reds were made with iron oxides, hematite, whereas manganese dioxide and charcoal were used for the blocks. Painting subjects or themes. China. Flowers and birds, landscapes, palaces and temples, human figures, animals, bamboos and stones. Painting subjects or themes. Japan. Scenes from everyday life, narrative scenes crowded with figures and details. Painting subjects or themes. Korea. Landscapes paintings, minhwa, traditional folk painting, four gracious plants, plum blossom, orchids, chrysanthemum, and bamboo, portraits. Important aspects in East Asian painting. Landscape painting was regarded as the highest form of Chinese painting. They also consider the three concepts of their arts: nature, heaven, and humankind, also known as yin yang. Chinese society, basically agricultural, has always laid great stress on understanding the pattern of nature and living in accordance with it. Silk was often used as the medium to paint upon, but it was quite expensive. When Kailun, the hand-cut eunuch, invented the paper in the 1st century AD, it provided not only a cheap and widespread medium for writing, but painting became more economical. The ideologies of Confucianism, Taoism, and Buddhism played important roles in East Asian art. Chinese art expresses the human understanding of the relationship between nature and humans, evident in the form of painting of landscapes, bamboo, birds and flowers, etc. This might be called the metaphysical, Taoist aspect of Chinese painting. 6 principles of Chinese painting established by Xia He, a writer, art historian, and critic in 5th century China. 1. Observe rhythm and movements. 2. Leave spaces for the eyes to rest. 3. Use brush in calligraphy. 4. Use colors correctly. 5. Live up to the tradition by copying the master's artwork. 6. Copy the correct proportion of the objects and nature.
Important aspect in East Asian painting. Korean painting's history dates to 108 CE, first appears as an independent form. It is said that until the Joseon dynasty, the primary influence of Korean painting were Chinese paintings. However, Korean painting have subjects such as landscapes, facial features, Buddhist topics, and an emphasis on celestial observation in keeping with the rapid development of Korean astronomy. East Asian calligraphy. Calligraphy is the art of beautiful handwriting. It is involved the same techniques as in traditional paintings. It is done with a brush dipped in black or colored ink. Oils are not used. It has strong liner focus which the features are conveyed primarily with thin, sharply defined lines. Paper and silk are the popular materials which paintings are made of. Poets write their calligraphy on their painting. Logograph, ancient writing symbols, are engraved on the shoulder bones of large animals and on turtle shells. Jagoan is the script found on this object is called. It is also known as the shell and the bone script. Kang Ji, the legendary inventor of Chinese writing, got his idea from observing animals' footprints and birds' claws marked on the sand as well as the other natural phenomena. He then started to work out simple images from what he conceived as representing different objects such as sun, moon, mountain, water, rain, wood, dog, cattle, horse. Woodblock printing, a technique for printing text, images, or patterns used widely throughout East Asia. It is originated in China as a method of printing on textiles but eventually became a method for printing on paper. Japanese okiai is the best known and the most popular style of Japanese art, means pictures of the floating world. It is related to the styles of woodblock printmaking that show scenes of harmony and carefree everyday living. East Asian architecture. Sweeping roofs. East Asian temples and houses have they believe that it will protect them from the elements of water, wind, and fire. Buddhists believe that it helps ward off evil spirits, which were them to be straight lines. Roof guards. The figure at the tips of the roof. There are the three main types of roof in traditional Chinese architecture that influence other Asian architecture. First, the straight inclined, more economical for common Chinese architecture. Second, multi-inclined, roofs with two or more sections of incline. These roofs are used for residents of wealthy Chinese. And the last is sweeping, has curves that rise at the corners of the roof. These are usually reserved for temples and places, although it may also be found in the homes of the wealthy. Originally, the ridge of the roof are usually highly decorated with the ceramic figurines. That's all.